Welcome back to the GSMC Sports Podcast, hosted by GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Nolan Jamber. First, your segments. NBA, had to talk about the power rankings in the playoffs right now, who's going to go where. Talk about first team, second team, third team, who I think deserves to be in each spot, who is, obviously, in my opinion, who I thought would be in each spot. And I thought it was a pretty good list, so talked about that. And then, last segment, we were talking about the Cleveland Browns, that situation in the NFL, who they should draft, who they might draft. Talked about that. Segment number 4, MLB Power Rankings. We are currently in week 2 of the MLB, going on week 3, but had to talk about the Power Rankings. We got some teams in here that, are just funny. I mean, there's teams in here that, there's no bad teams in here. I'm going to talk about the top 6 teams. But none of these teams don't deserve to be here. But it's just like some of the teams, how they're performing right now, they could easily drop within the next, week or two. So let's start it off. I'll go from 6 to 1. We'll go from non-chronological. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change it up. In the 6th spot, the Chicago Cubs. Not the White Sox. I almost said Chicago White Sox. It's the Cubs. The Chicago Cubs are one of the best offensive ratings in the MLB right now. Not because of their hitting, because of their ability at the plate to not swing, take walks, and get steals. I mean, this team has played so good this past few weeks because of how good their stealing and eye at the plate is. That's why they're the 6th best team in the MLB right now. Because they don't swing at wild pitches. They're looking for the balls. They know the strike zone. They're knowing, what's coming. They scout report. They know those scouting reports. They know who's throwing, probably what he's going to throw, when he's throwing it. And, they go from there. They get on base, they steal. A lot of their runs are coming from steals. And when there's guys on base, people are getting hits when they need to. Taking them, in the gap, deep right field, deep left field, popping out, sac fly, whatever. Guy gets home. That's a run on the board. Add it to the stat sheet. But they're playing so good. They're in the 6th spot because of how well their on-base percentage is from walking and stealing. We got the Yankees as the 5 seed. The Yankees lost a series to Detroit 2-1. Almost was 3-0. Almost got swept by Detroit. They were up 3-0. No, 2-0 going into the 8th. They won 4-3. They barely beat they almost got swept by the Tigers at home. They were before they played them, they were 5-2. They're now currently 7-4. So, I mean, they just won the last series. But the Yankees have not been performing well right now. Their pitching isn't pitching too good. Their bats are still batting. They're still hitting great. But not for the Yankees standards. For Yankee standards, they're not hitting that good, surprisingly. But the pitching is the problem with the Yankees now. The pitchers aren't pitching. They aren't doing their job very well, letting up a lot of runs. And, that can't be happening if you want to win baseball games, you got to be able to hit and not let up as many runs as the other team. And they are hitting well, but not letting up. They're letting up too many runs, and that's where they're losing. Then we're going across town. We're going from the Yankees to the Mets. The Mets are one of the best power hitting teams in the MLB right now. Juan Soto, one of the best pickups that they could have made. He got out of his little slump. He was a little slump at the start of the year, swinging at some questionable pitches, but now he's ready to play and he's hitting well. Lindor, same as him. Lindor is hitting very well. Hit well for them last year. Hitting well for them again. I mean, the Mets are a great team. They are probably the best team in New York right now. I think they're better than the Yankees. But, I mean, they're good. I mean, like I said, Lindor, hitting great. He just reached the 1,500 hit mark last week. I mean, you know how good that is? I mean, 1,500 hits, that's not, nothing too easy, I'll say that. But he's a great hitter. Soto, I mean, he's ranking. It's Soto. One of the best hitters in the league right now. One of the best hitters of the 2020s already. Not saying already, he's been in the league a little while. But still, I mean, that sign up for how much he was, it's looking like it's paying off right now. We got San Diego in the 3 spot. I mean, San Diego, one of the only teams to start undefeated with the Dodgers. I mean, it's the Padres. They're playing well. They're playing great baseball. I mean, what else can I say about them? They have the third lowest ERA in MLB because their pitching is so dominant. They have the third lowest ERA, and that's why they have such a good record. They only have 3 losses as of right now, and their pitching is just so good right now. Their hitting isn't, it's not super good. It's not horrible whatsoever. It's actually pretty good. You're not going to be the third best team in the MLB with bad hitting, but it could be better. They're just they're winning games because they're getting so many, they're pitching so well, letting up so little runs that their hitting doesn't have to be as good. They're getting 2-3 runs and winning games 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. I mean, who cares? If you're winning games, you're winning games. You can't even, can't hate that. I wouldn't hate that at all, honestly. But honestly, Robert Suarez, I mean, he's their best pitcher right now. He's one of the best closers in the league right now. And him being able to come into games, finish them strong from the 7th inning when they need him to. I mean, a closer should be for the 8th and 9th. He comes in the 7th and he just does his thing. And Robert Suarez is one of the reasons the Dodgers are doing so well because of his pitching ability. You got the Phillies in 2. Red October. I love the Phillies. Phillies are one of my favorite teams in the MLB. I love watching them play. Kyle Schwarber, he's hitting. He's always been a hitter, and he's fine. He's got his rhythm again, and he's hitting. I mean, then you got guys like Castellanos. I mean, when he hits a home run, check on your families. I mean, this guy just seems to just do better on national when there's like a tragedy happens. But, I mean, this team, Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, I mean, these guys are just hitting so well right now. And, I mean, that's the reason they're the second best team in the MLB. They're playing so well, and, I mean, they're just hitting, they're pitching. I mean, they just have some of the best hitters. Like I said, Kyle Schwarber, Castellanos, Bryce Harper. I mean, Bryce Harper is one of the best players of the MLB. I'm not going to say in MLB history, but the 2010s era, he was probably my favorite player behind Mike Trout that wasn't on the Tigers. And he's still playing good he's been in the league a little while, but he's still playing great baseball. I mean, this Phillies team is just hitting so well that, I mean, they're going to make a run because of how good, because their plate discipline is just like the Cubs, except they're hitting a lot. They're hitting better than the Cubs, and that's why they're also scoring so many runs a game. And then at number 1, who saw this coming? Not me. The Los Angeles Dodgers, the reigning MLB champions. Who would have thought the team with the... You know what's funny? Not even the biggest payroll in the MLB, and they're the best team. They're the third. They have the third highest payroll. You got the Mets, both teams in New York. Mets, Yankees. Then you moved to LA. I mean, it's the 3 biggest market teams in the world, New York and LA. You would think the Angels would be on there too, because they're LA, but they're not. Angels are having a good season though, 8-4, playing good. But let's go back to the Dodgers. I mean, it's LA. I mean, they started 9-0, lost to the Cubs. Started 9-1, lost 2 more, 9-3. I mean, 3-game losing streak. I mean, for a team that started 9-0, you never want to see a losing streak. But, I mean, it's still the Dodgers. They can be on a 5-game losing streak and go on a 20-game win streak. It's the Dodgers. No one is stopping the Dodgers right now. I mean, Blake Snell, Clayton Kershaw. I mean, Blake Snell's pitching great while Kershaw's out. When Kershaw comes back, they will just be back to full strength. I mean, Blake Snell's a phenomenal pitcher as well. I mean, who else? I mean, the Dodgers are just the best team in the MLB. They are so good on every side of the ball. They're hitting. They're fielding. Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. I mean, these guys play phenomenal infield ball, phenomenal bat play. I mean, these guys are they probably will go back-to-back. And on paper, I've said this before, they are the best team historically on paper. I think they are the most talented team on paper ever. Yeah, you could say, ooh, the 1980 Yankees. Nostalgia's the thing. I'm telling you, it's because of nostalgia. I guarantee you any team from the 80s, 90s play the current Dodgers, they lose by 5, maybe 5 is too much, 2 runs minimum. The Dodgers are just so good nowadays. They're just such a good team that they play any team from any era and they win. They are just possibly the best team ever on paper. And if people are watching this and disagree, I'm sorry, but that's just my take. I think they're the best team ever on paper. And with the roster they have, no one can tell me otherwise. You have the best two-way player of all time in Shohei. He's already the best two-way player ever. You don't steal 50 bags and get 50 home runs in a single season. The first player to ever do that, by the way. 50 stolen bags and 50 home runs in a single season. First player ever. You don't just do that. You don't just do that. I mean, that's just actually insane. And he wasn't even pitching last year. And he's not going to pitch again this year. When he comes back on the mound, I believe later this year or next year, he is going to be a force again. He will win another MVP. I mean, he's going to end his career with like 4 or 5 most likely if he pitches and bats again. I mean, like he used to. I mean, it's Shohei, best player possible. He's already. I mean, at this rate, he'll be one of the best players, possibly the best player ever, if he keeps this up. But before I wrap it up for this segment, I'm gonna go over it one more time. Rank them 6-1. We had Chicago Cubs at the 6, Yankees at the 5, Mets at the 4. Excuse me, I burped. I'm sorry. San Diego Padres at the 3, Philly at the 2, and the Dodgers at the 1. I think that's possibly the best list you can get. But if you think so, if you think differently, let me know. That's just my list. That's all I got for this segment. To end it off, staying with the MLB possible lockout. We'll talk about it right after the break.